Welcome back, and first up of this Pirates of the Caribbean reviews will be Pirates of the Caribbean Curse of the Black Pearl. Now this one is easily my favorite of the franchise. From start to finish, this movie is just flawless. Love it. Absolutely love it. Every character has good chemistry. Great intro to all the characters. Absolutely love it. Great soundtrack score. Great visuals. And of course, great villain. Captain Barbosa. I mean, hands down, easily probably my favorite villain of the franchise. I know in the later ones he becomes less of a villain, but I love the character regardless. I mean, this was easily one of Geoffrey Rush's best roles. Hands down. Hands down, easily one of his best. And of course, Johnny Depp is Captain Jack Sparrow. Very consistent in all the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, at least from my point of view. Absolutely love his characterism. I mean, he makes me laugh. He has great funny moments, and he's a good character and makes the story outstanding. I mean, he just keeps everything moving perfectly. And then you got Orlando Bloom, Will Turner, and Elizabeth Swann, played by Keira Knightley. Outstanding chemistry between the two. You definitely feel a love connection between these two characters starting to develop. Hands down, I mean, even from the start of the movie, I mean, when Will's just a kid and washes up, and the Royal Navy takes him on board, and Elizabeth meets him for the first time, watching over him, and realizes that he's a pirate. So she takes the medallion and hides it just to protect him. I gotta say, that's true love right there, in my book. And also, of course, Will Turner then, all these years, forgot all about the medallion. And so, yeah, he's working as a blacksmith now at Port Royal, where he brings an order to Governor Swan to deliver the sword to the soon-to-be Commodore Norrington, who absolutely does a great job in this movie as well. Both these characters did well as well. So overall, absolutely love how things are developing, and you can tell, yes, she does have a thing for Will Turner, even though she doesn't admit it. Will can sense it as well. And of course, Jack Sparrow shows up on a boat that's basically sinking, and yeah, gets away with having to pay a fee, basically. Well, actually, he pays a small little fee without them knowing his name. When you say the 3 shillings, I'm gonna forget the name. So yep, all works there. And then during the ceremony, of course, Elizabeth gets this new dress and corset, which is too tight, and of course she can't breathe. And the only one who has any sense to fix the problem is Jack Sparrow, Captain Jack Sparrow. I mean, he's the only one who has any sense. Even the 2 Navy guards are like, I wouldn't have thought of that. Clearly you've never been to Singapore. I mean, and then they all look like, what? Then, of course, they tried everything to arrest him. He gets away, gets into a little fight with Will Turner, which was a great action sequence there. And, of course, Jack Sparrow basically cheats. And, of course, pirates, you know the key rule with them, they cheat. Of course they're going to cheat. And then, of course, thanks to Will Turner's boss, basically, knocks out Jack, and Jack gets arrested, locked up. Little bonus scene there from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride with the doggy of the keys and the pirates rotting away in jail. So yep, there we go. And then of course that's when, of course, the medallion's calling, which signals the Black Pearl, Captain Barbosa at the time, because you'll find out more of how it all went down between Jack and Barbosa as to how Barbosa took control of the Black Pearl. And as a result, it turns out Barbosa and his crew are cursed. And that's why they need that medallion. And they think, and of course Elizabeth uses Will Turner's last name. And of course they believe her that she's a Turner, thinking that she's the last piece of the puzzle with the repaying of returning the medallion. So of course they take her aboard the Black Pearl. They sail off. She even gets requested to have dinner with Barbosa. And of course, the little moment with and the apple is one of those next. And she assumes it's poison. There'd be no sense in killing you, Miss Turner. Because, as a result, he explains why you can't just kill him right away of the curse. They need the blood as well to repay the debt. And it was the last piece. So, of course, she comes to a shock to realize what happens, to learn that they cannot be killed because of the curse. And then as a result, yeah, you best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. You're in one. And then, yeah. So, of course, along the way, Jack and Will Turner recruit Mr. Gibbs, recruit a crew together, and they set sail to track down Barbosa and his crew and save Elizabeth. And, of course, Will basically backstabs Jack Sparrow by knocking him out. Saves Elizabeth temporarily for the moment, and then, of course, Jack comes to from unconsciousness